Hi and welcome to RC Copter. Exactly 1 year ago, I had the biggest heartache in my whole RC helicopter career. I lost this little beauty. I was flying on an evening exactly in this place. I was close to these trees. It was too dark. I was stupid. I was stubborn. I wanted to fly all the day. It was raining. In the evening, it was getting better, and I was flying. And I tried to make rolls, which I couldn't do even in good daylight. And suddenly, I lost control because I thought I'm too close to these trees. I made something to save it, but probably it was lying on the side. I was listening only. And then there was silence. I was trying to find the helicopter. I was trying to remember where it could be, but everywhere. Last year, at the same time, everywhere were such high plants. I don't know what this is. If you know, please write in the comments. I was searching for half an hour. It was getting dark already. I didn't find anything. The next day in the morning, and of course in the night, it was raining again. I was lying in my bed with my wife. She's filming right now. And I was thinking, my poor little baby is lying there outside with the battery plugged in on the side, probably broken maybe. And it's raining, and it's the next day. It was in the morning, it was hot. And I was thinking, now she's getting baked by the sun. And I was again searching for 3 hours. It was wet from the rain in the night. I was looking like a pig. I was wet until here. I had rubber boots like a farmer. And I tried to do it as exact and precise as possible. I was going one row down, one row another way, very bright, because I had so many things to do when I wanted to save this helicopter that I really didn't exactly know where it was lying. So 3 hours, and with every half an hour my hopes were getting a little bit smaller, but I knew it must be there. It was my heli, it was flying. I mean, it's not disappearing. So I went home after these 3 hours really with less motivation. I was very sorry still for this helicopter, for this lost. And again, it was raining all afternoon and all night. And I was thinking, my goodness, the battery is plugged in. This thing might explode, because I didn't know what helicopters do when the battery is plugged in and it's raining. I thought shortcuts or something electronic could burn. The next day, my wife, she's filming right now, was going with me, and we were searching for another 3 or 4 hours together. We were taking Nordic walking sticks to put these plants to the side to see better, and again, nothing. And my wife was thinking, maybe some animal was taking it with you, maybe somebody was finding it. I was thinking, where can it be? And I was going to fly to this field every day, and it was so horrible to think that somewhere should lie my helicopter, or somebody has found it and took it home. And 2 weeks in this strange change from July to August, it was sunny and hot every day, and every evening there was a thunder. I was thinking maybe even some electric power was going into this helicopter, because it was still giving some signal. I was having sometimes my transmitter, although I know the battery would have been dead anyway. And after 2 weeks, I was standing on the other side and I was flying, and again I had this feeling, my goodness, my poor helicopter is lying there somewhere. And I decided, I tried for last time, and I tried to look somewhere where I didn't look before, and I was much closer than before. And in one moment I saw something pink. It was already too late, almost. I was almost stepping on it, and my helicopter was lying there. I took it up, I took away the canopy, and I saw the battery was still plugged in. of course dead, nothing, no signal, nothing. And I was observing it from all sides. Even no servo horn was broken. So I was driving home and I had it in my hand and I felt, I don't know, it was such a surprise. I really did not have hope, but something told me, let's try it again. The last time I went home, I plugged in a new battery, charged battery, and can you believe it was running? The motors were running after 2 weeks in rain and hot sunshine during the day. This little machine was running. Even the electronics were working, everything. I tried to load this battery that had 0 volt. It was completely dead. I did it with my smart charger, very, very slow, and I'm using the same battery until today, even the battery. And it's 1 year ago. And now I show you that this little piece of magic still can fly. So I will take her up in between this grass. First transmitter. It's very tight here, but I think we will manage to take her up. My dear wife, do you think we manage here? Take her up?
Yes.
Small space. So 1 year later, this machine still is flying. There was almost no corrosion on it. I was taking in parts the rotor head and I was re-greasing it. I was putting some grease on the swash plate, but everything was running, so nothing was blocked. It's a bit too tight here. To grass. Make some space. Start, but now it should work. And 1 year later, this little machine is still working. I am flying every day with her, almost. So she's still flying. Please, camera on the machine, it's much more interesting than me. Look at this little thing. 2 weeks in the rain, the battery completely to 0. I was loading her step by step with very few ampere, very slowly, and this machine still can do loops, rolls, and everything you tell her. So this was for me completely surprised. I thought I have to change some parts, I would have to repair something. No, nothing. A little bit corrosion on some parts, but not a lot. For 2 weeks I thought even a transistor radio would break, not to mention such a complicated machine like an RC helicopter with flight controller and everything inside. So, but you see, this machine is still silent, like new. And the worst thing in this whole experience was, it was my newest at that time helicopter, because I was buying it 1 year ago in May. So it had about 3 months, and the newest helicopter, the other ones had more than 1 year already. The newest one was getting lost. I was thinking if I would have to buy some electronics that help me find these helicopters, but fortunately later I didn't crash almost anymore, so I'm now relative crash free. So I'm not doing crazy things, I'm doing just things full-size helicopters can do. That's my passion to do them. So, and I am so happy that it's working. I think it's a sign for great quality that my M2 V2, the first generation of or the second generation of the M2, is still flying. And now, if my wife steps a little bit to the side, I will bring her down on a little bit wider place, where there's more place. And it's amazing that this machine is still flying. 1 year went by. The grass is again high, like last year. So it's also a story that you never should give up. Never say you give up the hope, because there's always some hope that you will find it. It was magic. It is there. It's standing there. She's flying. She's back in the family. And my wife was so happy when I was coming home. She was happy as if it would be her helicopter. And that's also one important thing. If you have such a hobby, you have the person which is encouraging you, which is accepting that you are sometimes out on the field. And if you like it, please write in the comments if you had some similar experience. Please write what you think about this whole story, and give me a like, maybe subscribe to my channel. And this was RC Copter Love. Bye, see you.